This is our second fish of the cripple lure. Man, that thing's just killing it today on the surface. When you see color, Jake, stop reeling, okay? There he is. This one looks a little bigger. A little bit. All right, bring him on over to me. Oh, not that much. Lift it. One more time, lift the rod. Right there, all right.
Yay. Another one.
Man, he just wanted that guy. All right, good job, kiddo. All right, so Jake's on again. This one's on a humdinger that was on the downrigger about 7 feet down. We sped up a little bit and put out some, went for some faster gear, so keep him to that side, buddy.
Okay, he's kind of fighting me.
All right, why don't you stop right there? I'll grab the net.
He's actually like fighting for the first time.
All right, just bring him all the way into me. All the way over here. Oh no, there's a bunch of stuff right there. Little tiny guy, just bring him all the way to the net, bud. Oh, that's it. Got him.
Yay!
All right.
Another one.
One more. That one's on the humdinger. So cripple lure and humdinger are doing it for us today. Wow, that was fun. You might recognize the background there. My son and I went up to Lake Davis. Cal was up there, you know, earlier in the week and just found an incredible bite. So I took the opportunity to take my son up, Jacob, to see if we could duplicate Cal's results. And our experience was a little bit different than his. What he had working wasn't working for us, but we dialed it in and we got hooked up just a ton of fish. And what an awesome experience to spend the day with your kids on the water. We boated probably 25 trout that day. Some of them were small, some of them weren't so small. We had a couple better fish, but I gotta tell you, the one thing that worked for us consistently throughout the day, 2 max tackle products. First one, cripple lure on the surface, and then we were running a humdinger on one of the downriggers between 5 and 7 feet down. So all of our fish came pretty shallow, which is similar to what Cal had. You know, he was down as deep as 15 earlier in the week. They were a little higher in the water column for us on this day, which was awesome because we were able to top line everything and made it really simple. But it took us a little while to figure it out. I went out there with the intention of trolling slow, honestly, even though I know Cal preaches start off fast and then slow down if they don't bite. We kind of did it the opposite. So we spent the first 2 hours trolling slow gear around and didn't have anything at all. So kicked off the trolling motor, ran off the big motor and started trolling about 2 to 2.2 miles an hour, maybe 2.4 in some spots, and went everything on the surface and a little bit faster, and it was just lights out. Instantly we started hooking up. All of our fish on the day came on just 2 lures. I had a cripple lure out all day on the surface. That was the hot ticket. That color, the brass with the orange tape on it, that seemed to be the ticket all day. We probably got 3/4 of our fish on that lure. I had it out on 2 lines, and it was pretty much non-stop. Every couple minutes, one of the 2, if not both, were going off. And then a little bit deeper, we caught a couple fish on, the last one you just saw there, on a humdinger. Same color pattern. It's the brass. This one has the red tape on it, but pretty much the same color. And if you've watched the channel at all, you listen to Cal at all, you know, he says High Sierra lakes, those are bug lakes. Go with, you know, your brass and bright colors. So we went with those 2. I had a couple in the box. That's what we threw out. It worked. It was phenomenal. I haven't ever experienced a day of trout fishing, number one, where at those temperatures everything came on the surface. We didn't get anything less than about 7 feet deep. Even though we were marking a lot of fish deeper in the lake, we just couldn't get them to go. But by the end of the day, I honestly had 4 rods out with 1 lure and 1 pattern on it, and that was the cripple lure in the brass and orange there. I don't know why they keyed onto that, but that was what they wanted, and it took us a while to figure it out. And once we did figure it out, it didn't take us long to switch all our gear over to that setup, and all day long we just caught fish after fish after fish after fish. like I said, super awesome to get my son out on that type of bite. I've drug him all over the place lately, trying to find a bite, which has been challenging in the valley lately. You know, the trout bite's just not quite there yet. It's still a little warm. Wind has been an issue. We've been out to the delta and blown out twice, just completely blown off the water, almost unfishable. So he was due, and he got his due, and I was really happy to be a part of that. So High Sierra Lakes right now are your best ticket. Bug Lakes, I'm going to hit Cripplures later this week and see how that pans out. Take the same gear, but you know, follow the method. Cal preaches a method. Start off fast with your spoons, and then slow it down and start going to the finesse stuff if that doesn't work out. Had we started the day and I followed the method, we probably would have doubled our catch, but hey, we figured it out. We got it dialed in, and what an awesome time with my son. Let me flash up the picture of his personal best trout ever. Right there, that's pretty awesome. That one came on the Cripplure on the surface, and it was one of our last fish of the day, so he was pretty excited. So I got the Super Dad Award for the day, and man, what an awesome time that was. So I can't wait to get him back out there again. Thanks for supporting the channel, guys. Hope you find a little bit of value in this. Just sharing my thoughts on a recent trip that was absolutely epic, and stay tuned for more. All right, thank you.